In 1998, we started out believing that when we heard stories about famines, natural disasters, injustice, and endemic poverty, we could make a difference. Because we believed that love is as love does. We believed love puts action to compassion. And so we began. Our first project delivered food, water, clothing, and shelter to survivors of Hurricane Mitch in Nicaragua. Since then, we've sent millions of dollars worth of food, water, clothing, and shelter to disasters arising out of both conflicts and calamities. And we've discovered that collaborating with local partners in the country of need enables us to maximize the impact and the effectiveness of our emergency aid. As we helped survivors cope with their immediate issues, we quickly recognized the need for ongoing support as people worked to rebuild their lives. So we organized teams of volunteers to extend medical support and trauma counseling. We also sent additional food, clothing, tools, training and supplies to support families, widows, and orphans until they were resettled in their communities and once again able to provide for themselves. We also recognized the value in establishing connections with governments. With the endorsement of a country's leadership, we gained a more strategic access to the people in need. While we brought short-term relief into developing nations, we became aware of the desperate need for clean drinking water. In these areas, water-related diseases caused 80% of illnesses and deaths. But we realized it didn't have to be that way. Simply drilling one deep-capped water well would break the cycle of disease and death and transform a community for a lifetime. So we began drilling wells in southern China, India, and the African country of Benin. Since then, our Water for Life initiative drilling projects have expanded into other areas of Africa and around the world. In every village where we drill a water well, we provide training for well maintenance, repair, and best water use practices. Often, this opens up opportunities to bring in medical and dental clinics and further education in hygiene, sanitation, and gender equality. As our relief efforts have grown, our hearts have been broken as we have experienced firsthand the plight of women and children. They are the ones who are affected the most by poverty, disease, and calamity. So as soon as the immediate needs of food, clothing, and shelter are covered, we bring in further support and healing through trauma counseling, education, and rehabilitation. We have chosen to work with existing orphanages and group home caregivers in various countries over the years, supporting both the children and the workers who raise them up. Child sponsorship is the primary way we support orphans, and the money given covers the costs of accommodation, food, medical care, education, clothing, any special needs, spiritual care, and counseling. We believe long-term development plays a significant role in improving a community's quality of life. Our holistic approach to development includes implementing a variety of projects in the same area, allowing us to meet multiple needs at the same time. We coordinate life teams, groups of people who want to use their labor, influence, finance, and expertise to help with things such as construction projects, medical clinics, community health education, spending time with children, and passing on vocational skills. We do this because we have found that the experience of coming alongside someone in need transforms your understanding of how you can make this world a better place.
We saw water that was unfit for my pets. I would not feed it to one of my animals, and these people are drinking it. And when villagers found out that we're coming to their village to drill a water well, the excitement in their faces was amazing. They see the immediate impact of having clean water right now, right in front of them, in the center of their village, and there's an incredible celebration in the village, and so we're very excited about what's happening.
There's no limit to success. There's no limit to how much money you can make or the number of cars that you can own. But if you truly want to have and lead a life of significance, how do you do that? And the one thing that became very clear to me was to lead a life of significance is to have an impact in the lives of others.
They always ask the same question. Why have you traveled such a great distance to come here to help us when no one else has? And I can tell them because your life matters to God, it matters to me as a Christian. We are here to treat you with respect, to restore your dignity, and to help you survive till tomorrow and beyond.
If there's one thing we want you to know, it's that together we can bring hope and recovery to our world. With the generous support of others like you, we have worked in over 40 countries providing clean water, nutritious food, medical aid, trauma counseling, clothing, homes, tools, and training to the world's hurting and needy. But we're ready to accomplish even more. Discover more about the lives we're impacting at globalaid.net and find out how you can partner with us as we demonstrate the love of God in word and deed to hurting and needy people around the world through relief and development projects.